Some people have objections to the use of GM crops. For example, some people feel that the effects of eating GM crops have not been fully explored. Specifically, people fear that eating GM crops may have unexplored health risks on the human body. Crops don't damage the body simply by being genetically modified. A health risk that comes from genetic modification could also come about from selective breeding, which has been done for thousands of years. You may be required to identify these risks and weigh them up in the exam. So what are some examples of the risks of genetic engineering? Concerns about GM crops also include the fact that herbicide resistance can pass to weeds. So in this example, here's a genetically modified crop with a high resistance to herbicides. This resistance to herbicides can pass to weeds through cross-pollination. Now, as the crop is competing with the weeds, this would impact the yield eventually and could also lead to the weeds being problematic elsewhere. This may lead to a stronger herbicide being needed or even the weeds being unaffected by herbicides at all. What's the issue with using a stronger herbicide? The use of stronger herbicides can have a negative effect on populations of wildflowers and insects. This is because the stronger herbicide will be very effective at killing weeds. Not only would a strong herbicide be good at killing weeds, but it would also kill nearby wildflowers. Dead flowers will result in dead insects, because insects rely on these flowers for food. This could also happen with a non-GM plant that's resistant to herbicides. Using herbicide-resistant crops can also have the opposite effect, because less herbicides are required. So how do the benefits and risks compare? The following table summarizes some of the main benefits and risks associated with GM crops. Any concerns about GM crops need to be weighed up against the benefits. Exam questions often ask you to identify benefits or risks of a specific example of genetically modified crops. So, for instance, you may have to predict the benefits and risks of a new type of genetically modified rice. So, let's start with the benefits. We can achieve resistance to disease, resistance to herbicides, higher yields, and better nutritional content. Now let's have a look at some of the risks. Genes may transfer to wild plants, which could become invasive species if they outcompete lots of wild varieties. Farmers may have to buy specific brands of herbicide. This could be expensive. The use of herbicides may reduce biodiversity because other plants are killed. And finally, the effects on health are unknown. Make sure that you're able to weigh up these benefits and risks against each other for the exam.
Thanks for watching. If you want to take your GCSE revision to the next level, head over to launchpadlearning.com and check out our smart learning platform that's been designed to get you top results in your exams. We cover your whole specification and make revision fun with interactive quizzes, easy to follow videos and more. You'll be kept motivated by your own AI tutor who's here to support you every step of the way. To check it out for yourself, click here. Or click here to keep watching a selection of the videos from our full GCSE Biology course. See you there!